Goalie Wars
Oh, it's
Finals
starting.
underway
Okay.
here. This event is brought to you by Ben Small Engines.
Yeah, I'll read some sponsors for you.
Yeah, Ben Small Engines is our sponsor for anything in the pit tables this weekend.
What is Ben's Small Engines? Is that Ben Kruger?
Yep, and that's a place you can go to take your small engines, get repaired, or you can buy a lawnmower, snowblower, weed whacker, chainsaws, anything you need. He's got. He's the head grease monkey in charge of this town.
Cool. Thanks for the sponsorship, Ben.
Yeah.
Good playing in the
Expert mix.
mixed.
Yeah, he was fun to watch. He's using that pull shot slingshot series like a madman.
He's trying to win some of his sponsor money back.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm talking too much over the goalie war. Sorry.
All right, this is Eric Balcos out of St. Louis Park, Minnesota, and he is
Farwell
hammering bank shots
Bank.
today.
And there's no special rules here with goalie wars with banks here or anything,
Right.
right?
No make it take it, no 2 points for banks. That makes it unfair for somebody who doesn't shoot banks.
If you want to be I'll have fun and shoot banks, I'm not really a big fan of banks anyway. But I don't know. I guess it's fun to throw a different wrinkle in here and there on the rules, but it's only goalie war.
As
right?
far as I'm concerned, setting up center dot bank series and playing goalie wars is like shooting fish in a barrel, Ron.
Oh,
You can shoot 5 holes as
Yeah,
Brandon
yeah.
gets that long pull shot to go. You can shoot 5 holes, and it's really unguardable. Eric Balcos is sitting at a different spot. It's hard to hit all 5 holes from there, but the banks are much easier from the place he sets up because he can turn around in the blink of an eye and hammer that thing. You see how he measures up his bank shot to just get a piece of it so he can sit and threaten with the other side.
they got a rules question. So I had this rules question yesterday. Sorry to interrupt you.
Go
but
ahead.
Who gets the ball on a ball off the table in goalie wars? Somebody asked me. I'm like, well, in the official book, they've never changed it. It still goes to who had serve. So say Brandon has serve, he shoots the ball off the table, he gets the ball back. That's the official rules in that
No
real blue
way.
book. Yeah, but that's 25 years old rules.
Yeah, that doesn't
Rules have
seem
changed because
accurate.
as you know, we used to play that way. That's how the rules were. If it was our team serve and my goalie shoots it off the table, my goalie got the ball back. You remember that?
Yep.
I liked when the rule changed that the other team gets it. I think that's fair. Well, goalie wars never changed officially. There's a nice straight. Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if that was supposed to be a straight or if he was trying to hammer the bank and just
Right.
just didn't get it. You never know, and he's never going to tell. That was a great long there by Brandon. 2 effortless long pull shots we got to see in a row there from him.
So Brandon's down 3-2. He's got king seat.
And another thing about the rules in goalie wars, if you did want to get, as Eric Belkos gets that one to go off the inside wall, if you did want to get a ref for this and a timer, you'd have to get 3 timers, right? You have to get 2 timers. You have to get 2. One to
for a
cover the
stop
10
ball,
seconds,
right.
and one to count the 3 seconds. Eric Belkos gets that first game, coming from the loser side. He's got to start strong against Brandon Moreland here.
Brandon's a master. You know he's going to adjust.
Yeah.
Wonder what's going through his head right now. I
but-
got to look out for that far wall bank.
But yeah, if you want to get a ref, you have to have at least 2 timers,
Yeah.
and then somebody's got to be looking at the table. All right, Brandon Moreland gets that one to go behind Eric Balcos.
Yeah, so Eric is setting up the ball so that when he's on the bumper, the bank is already lined up.
Yep, he's lining it up first.
Nice long.
Look at how easy that is for him.
I wish I could shoot a pull like that.
Yeah, you got to study his mechanics, study how he
and
grips
then,
it.
And then do it from a young age and for many years.
No, but you see how he's got his finger. I just can't believe he's got his
Oh,
thumb
he's got
in
his
the
finger
canyon.
over the top of the
Right,
handle.
he's using the top of the handle, but he's got his thumb like in the canyon. And I try that. I can't get my pull shot to work like that.
So he might not be gripping real hard with his thumb, huh?
It must not be. Kevin Romero's is down like that too.
He going to be here this year?
No,
Oh.
I don't.
I
no.
had a good upset win here a
Wait.
few years ago and beat Kevin.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the #1 seed last year at this time. Remember?
Yeah, I don't know if was I here last year. I can't remember.
I thought you were.
Yeah, I think I came last year and
Yeah.
I skipped the 2 years before, and then I
Yeah.
was here for COVID.
Yep.
We got the Airbnb, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, it was. All right, here's Brandon Moreland. He's
Oh, that was a short, huh? Behind him. So I was saying, Brandon's a master. He's going to adjust, and now he's up 3-1 quickly in game 2.
Brandon is not just any master. He's one of the top masters.
Yes.
He's a boss as a goalie. He's got to be, I would say, maybe the best goalie.
Right.
Many people think
Maybe
probably he is the
Todd.
best right
Maybe
now.
Todd.
But right now at this point,
Right.
how old is Todd Lafredo?
Yeah.
Like Brandon's better than him by now. At this point, I'm sure he must be.
That was a nice shot, Eric.
Yeah, like a tic-tac pull
Yeah,
kicky
and then
thing.
and then he split him, and I think he shoots open hand, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's too easy for him.
Yeah, it's really makes it look easy.
Yeah. And Brandon will teach you all this stuff in his Foosball series.
Yes.
So if you're interested in lessons, look up the Foosball series, and this is your guy. Tony teaches classes out of there, and so does Brandon.
And Brandon's just as good up front. Don't let anyone fool you.
He's deadly.
He's not just a goalie. He's a great goalie, but he's a great forward. He's a great player.
Yeah, he won Colorado State up front last year, right?
I wouldn't be
With
surprised
Trevor Park.
if our finals here this weekend is Brandon in singles, Brandon versus Tony.
Yeah, I can see that. At Tony and Bud this weekend, and Brandon, I'm guessing, is playing with Ellen. He plays a lot of big events with her.
Oh. I think they're dating, right?
Yep.
And Brandon's out of Texas.
Yep.
Lived in Minnesota for a while. When I met him, he was in Minnesota.
And you can check him out much of the time on Foosball Sports Network. Jason Wicks has a live stream down there.
Yeah, they run their
Dallas.
weekly DYPs on there. I think.
Yep.
I'd like to get a list of all the weekly streams and be able to just, run this. Even if I'm not watching, I'd have the background noise in the house,
You see how quickly he went from taking a hack and a swing at the near side bank and then went to the far? That's because he was measured. He measured it before, and then in the blink of an eye, in a split second, he can turn on that. That's the advantage of lining it up like that.
That's kind of funny. It dies in between. He lets it roll, and it dies right in between. So 4-4 point for Brandon.
Short side,
again,
I think.
Yep. He can really pick the holes.
I just can't believe how smooth the swing is.
Yeah.
I must not be swinging right with my pull shot. Maybe my back swing is too high. I don't know.
Fine tuning, right?
Yep. Anyway, game 2 here goes to Brandon Moreland, and game 3 is coming at you.
So Eric needs
First
this
set.
to go to the second set. Brandon needs this win here to win the tournament.
Yep.
Eric setting up his bank. Yeah, and the thing about banks, too, is they're hard to keep in your area. Even if you do make the block, it comes back out, and look, Eric gets another chance again.
Yeah, sometimes it comes right back a million miles an hour at you.
Yeah.
That was a good one, though.
It can be a double-edged sword for sure.
Yeah, you can see like all the power that Brandon Moreland gets, and he's not a huge guy. He's a normal-sized dude, and just has an effortless pull shot.
Yeah.
So I'm always intrigued at those guys who have those just stellar mechanics who can shoot the effortless pull shots. You see, like shorter people like
Na-
Sam Dijon,
Just
like
curious.
Brandon Munoz,
Name me a big dude that shoots a monster pole.
Ryan Moore,
Ryan Moore, right? How about Biney?
Biney, definitely. Trying to think.
Terry did at one time, but he wasn't as big. Then he went to the rollover.
I can't think of any more. Quick short corner.
But yeah, like the monster pole shooters I'm thinking of, Johnny Horton, Todd Lafredo,
They are normal sized dudes, aren't they? Some of them are even shorter.
Teddy Kruger.
I'm not one of them.
You know who hits it hard?
Who?
Michael Stahl.
Yeah, he hits everything hard.
Yeah. Yeah, but he's not a real big dude either.
Yeah.
I mean, 5'11", 5'10".
All right, Eric Balcos looking at the banks again. Try to get that one off the near wall. First time we've had goalie wars back in the Wisconsin State Championships in quite some time.
Timeout. Good call for Brandon, the 3-2 lead. He gets this point here. He's got a little bit of breathing room for the next few, and even if Eric slops one or two in, he's still got chances to finish it.
Yep, Brandon Moreland's goalie game looking good.
And he's really just working the short and the long. And like right now, Eric is sitting on the short.
I just looked at his hand.
He split that.
I didn't see where it goes. I was just
I
looking
did.
at
I
his
watched
hand
it.
to try and see how he does it that time.
Because I was looking to see if he would go long because Eric was sitting on the short. No, he split it. And now he tried to go for the short for the win. Tournament point for Brandon Moreland in goalie wars. And he's covering the short a little bit, and I'm waiting to see a long spray here.
Yeah, like you said.
Oh, and he tried it.
Championship point for
And
Moreland.
Eric got a piece of it. It wasn't quite all the way out there. It would have been gone.
Little window for Eric Balcos, and he brushed that one down perfectly to the short side of the goal.
Tournament point here for Moreland again. Like I was saying, he got a little breathing room getting that 4. Ooh.
Kept it out. Only 10-second possessions here. And tuck corner.
Oh, tuck corner.
Brandon Moreland is your 2023 Wisconsin State Goalie Wars champion. Eric Balcos is the runner-up.
Congrats, guys. Good playing, both guys.